What's up, everybody? This is Stephen A. Williams with Making Money with Stephen A. Williams on YouTube. And if you're watching me on another platform, thank you. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about the 1, 2, 3 steps that is going to change, transform your life, your business. It's going to help you make more money. This is the way that I've built all of my businesses. I've helped other companies build their business this way. So if you're trying to get started or you're trying to get more business coming into your business, because nothing is going to happen unless you have more people to talk to. You have more people to talk to, or more people who see what you had to offer, the more opportunities you will have to make sales. Now, I put a little video right here because I wanted to kind of do this in a different way. Because some people think that you have to work extremely hard to get the things that you want. And I'm here to tell you, if you work smart, you will work less. Because when I look at my work schedule, I basically work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I have 4 days off and I work 3 days. And on those 3 days, I do work pretty, I wouldn't say like manual, like hand type hard, but I use my mind to set up my businesses. I work on my businesses. I look at where they're at, talk to people that are looking at doing business with us, and I try to put better processes in place to be able to answer those questions without them having to talk to me or with someone with my company, so it can help them make decisions about if we're the right company. So if you think about it, if you have a process, think about it this way. If you are a business owner and you have a process, so we know we have ourselves, we know we have employees, might have contractors, but think about if you have a process that actually takes the place of an employee or of a contractor. We live in that AI time, and I'm not even talking about AI. I'm just talking about a process, a simple process that could take it out of your hands, which takes away your work hours, the things that you have to do to make something happen for your business. Imagine a process that can actually do that. And that's what I did with my 1, 2, 3 process. And now I got my video over here showing to keep your attention, because this is some of the toys that I got with my 3-step process. So first, and this is already in red because I did a class for some people here, but my 3-step process, it all starts with this, is that if you could have more people see what you had to offer, you're going to be able to make more money. Unless nobody wants your product or service, there's just no way that you can't do better. Unless you don't want to do your business, unless you think your product or service is bad, or you're just bad at business. You don't even have to be excellent. You just have to be average, just average. Just like if you're an average worker, if you are an average business owner with a process in place, you will make more money than the business owner who is maybe above average in thinking or education, but they don't have anything in place. They don't believe in processes. This is how I've been able to do it. And you can see from the toys that I got that it's been doing pretty good. So first thing that you got to do, and this is the assumption that you have a product or service that people want, is that you got to put together a winning ad. If you do not have a winning ad, that's just like trying to put a resume, you're going for a job. And would you put your resume together like a piece of junk? Would you just be like, hey, here's my resume? Would you do it like that? So when you're making your ad, wouldn't it be beneficial to you to understand, hey, I got to learn how to make ads so people can pay attention to them, because that's me presenting my business. Throwing up an ad is nothing. There was a quote by Ronnie Coleman, the former Mr. Olympia, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know all about him. He said the only difference between what I did and what the other bodybuilders did is that when I lifted my weights, is that I lifted them with purpose. When you put together your ad, you better put your ad together with purpose, and you don't put your ad together to sell somebody something. It is not time to sell. It is not time to sell. People don't want to be sold. People want to buy. How many times have you walked into a store at the mall and you were like, they said, do you want help with something? Or you looking and you just, oh, I'm just looking. How many times have you walked in there and you knew what you wanted to get and they came to you and you said, point me to where this is, and you went and got it and you bought it? When you're advertising online, unless you're doing search, people are not looking for what you had to offer, but they are interested in potentially buying what you had to offer. It's two different mindsets. And that's why you got to understand what platform fits my product. But we're not talking about that in this video. But that is one of the main reasons why a lot of businesses fail with online advertising, is they don't even know. All of these courses and things that people sell to people, they don't even tell them, you know, your product or service won't work on this platform. And reason why they don't know is because they don't do it. All they do is make courses. I can give you an example. I do advertisements for companies who buy junk cars. Do you think that you want to fill out a form online when you're trying to sell the junk car that is sitting on the street that broke down, that you're tired of fixing it and you got to get rid of it, but you want to get some money? Do you want to fill out a form and have someone contact you? Or would you like to make a call and say, the car is right here on the corner, how much you want to give me for it? And they say, I'll give you $500. Which one is the client going to go with? But that's with platforms. But I just wanted to give you that example because certain products or services don't work on certain platforms. But that's for a later video. So now, you got to get good at making winning ads. I got an A+ here, because if you're not good at making winning ads, I'm talking about you got to be A+. And how will you know if you have a winning ad? Is you're going to have clicks on that winning ad. This is your step one of your 1, 2, 3 steps to potentially get to this that that I'm showing you in the video, or maybe there's other things that you want. We all want something. Next thing is that you gotta generate leads. I don't care what business you're in, unless you're in one of the ones like the towing one that I mentioned, where it just does not make sense to capture leads. It's better to capture calls. But for this example, we're going to talk about businesses that can allow people to become leads, and then they can do follow-up. You will know if your ad is working because you got clicks. You will know if your ad is working with your forms because you got leads. These are people who raised their hand. Remember when we were walking in the mall and we went into the store and the person said, can I help you with something? And some people said, no, I'm not interested. Or I'm just looking. And then other people said, I'm looking for this. Can you show me where they're at? Now, let me be clear, because you might have missed this when I said it earlier, that just because they show you where it's at does not mean that you're going to buy it, right? I'm looking for those shirts from Boss, like this one here. Where do you got the Boss shirts, the stretch ones? Where do you got those at? Okay, they're over there. That does not mean I'm going to buy one. I just want you to show me where they're at, because I'm going to still look through. I'm going to touch, feel. Do I already got that one? Or is this a newer style? Or do I want to just get, because I had a coffee stain on one of mine, I want to replace that blue one that I got that coffee stain on. That's the customer's mindset. And that goes into this part right here. See, when people become a lead, they raise their hand. They say, I'm ready. I want to potentially do some business with you. But they don't know who in the hell you are. Every company say, we're the best this. We 100% guarantee that. We have all of these reviews and all this stuff, even though they got 5-star and then 1-star. So why do you got a 1-star and then a 5-star? And then the 4-star, 3-star, 2-star? Why do you got those? So people are confused. People are flat out confused. And when they don't know you, they latch on to just some of the simplest things like the price. How much is it? When you as a business owner, you don't want people searching because of price. You don't want people doing business with you because of price, because then all they're going to do is keep like, I want another special, I want another special, I want another special. And then your business and your profits go down, and you can't get these toys over here if you can't make enough money to pay yourself, can't make enough money to pay your taxes, pay your lease or your office building, your workers, all of that. So you don't want your business put that way. You want to have a process that builds up your business, and that's what this is here. So if you're good at ads, you got people clicking, that means that you're good at the ads. And if people are becoming leads and raising their hand and going into your process, then you had opportunity to speak to them. And that's what this is about. This is an autoresponder. This is where you can send messages to them when they opt in. And some people say, well, when they opt in and then I send that message, people don't pay attention to their emails, even though they check their emails every day. I check my email in the morning every day, and you do too. Don't lie to me. I know you do it. The reason that you don't open an email is because, number one, it was probably spam that sent to you and you didn't raise your hand. But if you raise your hand for something and you don't open an email, that means that that business owner did not know that if I'm not clear, people will not open my emails. But that comes from experience. And there's a lot of people that'll say things, but they never experience it. I do this for my businesses. So when people become leads, you need to communicate with them. At minimum, I say you need to have a 7-day communication with them. Minimum. With one of my companies, I have a 63-day communication. That communication that you have with them is what they know, like, and trust you. That's what you're building. People don't buy from people that they don't like. People don't buy from people that they don't trust. People don't buy from people that they don't know. Now, I did not say that people won't buy from people who don't meet one of those criteria, because a person could want things so bad that they will go and buy it. I see that in the black community a lot, where people buy stuff from people who don't even like them because they're black. But they want that thing so bad that they'll buy it. But they still, when you look at it, when I break it down with my 34, going on 35 years of experience, there was still something that that business would always have in the community. And that something is that they had trust in the community because they had been there. So you can actually artificially build know, like, and trust without even coming in contact with an individual by simply communicating with them by email. And you can also incorporate text in there, and you can also incorporate phone calls in there. That is exactly how to do it. So if you filled out a form with this company, I'm interested in doing business with you. I'm interested in doing business with you, but this company over here communicated right here, because you may not be ready to buy, but you want to buy. Remember, people don't want to be sold, they want to buy. And people buy at different times with different situations. Whatever's going on in their life, they buy when they're ready to buy. So if I'm ready to buy, who do I pay attention to? If I'm ready to buy, who do I pay attention to? Answer me. If you're ready to buy, if I'm ready to buy, who do I pay attention to? Who will I pay attention to if I'm ready to buy? Some businesses get lucky and people just say, I'm in that ready to buy, and I did not have any company that was communicating with me, so I'm just going to pick the first company that I believe that could do the job. And they're probably going to do more choosing that company by the price. But if the company was communicating with them And I've experienced this. My prices are higher, but they know, they like, and they trust. How is that even built? How was that built in that individual's mind that never came into contact with my company? They didn't come walking to the door. They just filled out a form from seeing an ad online. How did that happen? It happened because of the communications. Now, you got to get good. Just like I said, you got to get good at making winning ads. You got to get good at getting people to become leads. And you got to get damn good at making people want to open their emails. And that's part of you on what you got to work on with your business. That's what I work on with my businesses, is that how can we get those rates to be better? If it's either by phone calls, by making better ads for direct phone call ads, or if we're looking at getting more people to opt in. But I can tell you that if you get this to a level like what I got it, you really don't have to do much, because you're going to have so many leads. So many people are going to be responding from just what you set up if you just do it right the first time, that you don't even have to touch it. And that's what goes back into having a process that replaces something that you used to have a huge expense on. Because there was a time where we had to reach out to get leads, cold call, and doing all of these types of things. You don't have to do that. It brings you leads. Think about that. If you wake up in the morning and you know I got all of these people who want to do business with me, potentially, how will you feel? You're going to feel great. You're going to feel great because you're going to see that there's opportunity. And then now, if we don't close as many sales, rather than working on having people come to you, you're working on how can we talk to these people to get them to even to close more of those people. And that's where you start to work on this here. Now, if you have a product like what I have, where people can buy without talking to you, oh man, this is where you really, like, imagine this. People see your ad, people become leads, people get on your list, you send them information, and they decide to spend money with you while you're sleeping in the bed. And then you wake up in the morning, you look at your email, and you look at these orders. You look at orders. I don't know, the video might be there, but you look at those orders. You look at that money that came in while you were sleeping, and you think to yourself that this is how you get the toys or whatever you want, because you have a process in place. You have a process in place. So if you're going to make more money in your business, if you want to make more money in your business, you got to focus on the 1, 2, 3. Don't make it complicated. Don't make it complicated. Now, if you're trying to grow your business and you have something like this in place, what I would tell you to do is to go back and look at all of your stuff that you have in place, and you need to make sure that you're getting your clicks are at a good price, you're generating leads at a good price, and that you have a good amount of people opening up your emails. And if you're sending them to a sales page, or if you're calling them and texting them, that everybody is following up and doing their job that they're supposed to do with your business, or that you are doing your job. If you're a one man or one woman show, that you do your job. Hold yourself accountable. Now, if you don't know how to do this stuff, I have a course. Link is below this video. You can check it out. Everything on there is real. I have over 34 years, going in 35 years of experience with working with just about every type of business. What I've done is I put it into a course, and all you have to do is get the course. You can cancel at any time, but I put it all on there. I tell you exactly how to figure out what platform works best for your business, and also what platform works the best that fits your personality. Because some people don't like selling. I like selling. I like selling to people. and it's really not selling. I'm just like, hey, this is something that's going to help you. Like, I be wanting them, like, here, can I give this to you so you can see that this will work? because it's going to make change. I like seeing businesses work. Like, well, one of the restaurant owners, when he started with me, he had one. Now he's had 13 of them. And then food trucks. And another guy, cell phone store, at 10 cell phone stores. And then some of my consulting clients that have online businesses. And one of them just reported to me they was making, in 1 month, increased $10,000 in income. And now they're going into December, it's going to be an extra $20,000. I love hearing that. And this is the thing. We're going into a new year. You got two choices on how you want to do it. Choice number one is where you could just watch, learn from my course. I'm going to teach you all this plus a whole bunch more. I just didn't want to overwhelm you. I'm going to teach you this plus a whole bunch more. You could just watch video, take notes, video, have your laptop off to the side. This is real stuff. This is no fluff. And I've never sold courses before. All I did was just consult and did all of the work for businesses. But now I know that there's more people that need help and that I can even help. And some people can't afford the fee that I charge. So it was like, I want to do this, Steve, but I can't afford that fee. So I was like, well, let me just put it into a course. So you will see I have a price for the course, and then I have a price if you want to have my company put that work together for you, put this upfront process for you right here. And then there's other stuff that we can do for you, but this is probably, with this part here, either you do it yourself or you have us put it in place, you'll be off and running, and then you can, make it better after that. So thank you for your time. Please subscribe to the channel. Post your questions and comments. And the links are below this video if you want to check out the course, or if you just watch other videos that I have if you want more help. I pretty much put it all in my videos anyway. Thank you for your time. This is Making Money with Stephen A. Williams here